Houston, our instruments are showing that we have a incoming message from deep space. Repeat, Houston, we have an incoming message from deep space. Houston, we will begin playing message now. Houston, we're going to try and translate that up here. Hold for translation. Translation complete. We'll begin playing message now.
Hey, it's me, Melissa.
What do you do when the aliens invade? Take a shot of MK Ultra and watch Melissa Jade. Put on your tinfoil hat and tune right in. We got that crime spree, flat earth theories, government conspiracies, a complex Mandela effects, unidentified objects, a mind expanding, fake moon landing, where it all bends understanding. It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa. Aliens is on the sun, or in Area 51. Time travels, unravels, haunted castles, cops are baffled, potential experimental thoughts that make you transcendental. It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa. Crime sprees, flat earth theories, government conspiracies, complex Mandela effects, unidentified objects, a mind expanding, fake moon landing, what it all bends understanding. It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa.
Hello, everybody. Thank you, Melissa McCoy, for being a member for 3 months. Hi, everybody. Hello, my snot rocket. Hello, Chase. Truth Hurts. Seek Justice. T. Adams. We have Natasha. Isn't it the best T. Adams? We have the best Tisha group. Hi, Loki, Hippie Chick, Harlot, People Meh. We have poor Linda. Hello, Legendary Blue, Amanda Love, Josette, Kathy 4, Angie RN. Let me see. Hungry Nurse. We have Darlene, Fragile Like a Palm. We have Grandma Cece. Forgets and Shiggles, Stars Align. Catherine Elizabeth. We have Lisa Davis, God's Child, Cat 111. Sarah Bellum, Daniel. Hello, Riley. Okay, hi, everybody. I hope you guys had an amazing day. Hi, that Michelle. Nope, not today. I love seeing all of your guys' faces. Hi, No Malicious, Roberta. Yeah, I know, right? Hi, Peppermint Tea. I shouldn't have like taken a nap once I got home. Like, it sounds, I'm not a nap person. I'm not somebody that can like go to sleep for an hour and then wake up, you know? Yes, T. Adams, and I was actually sent a video of the correctional facility, and I'll show you guys. So I'm not a nap person, and I shouldn't like go to bed for like a short period of time because I struggle waking up. And I went to bed like an hour ago, and I set my alarm, and so I just woke up 5 minutes ago, and I'm so tired. I'm so tired, but I'm trying to snap myself out of it. Yeah, Kathy, I should have just pushed myself to stay awake. But then I'm just gonna get hyper also as the night goes on, which is not good. But Darlene, I can't, I just, because once I'm down, I want to sleep forever. And then when I'm supposed to sleep, I can't sleep. It's just, thanks, Eva, getting karma back. You can't do it, Reese Cubs. I shouldn't have taken a nap, man. To the prison. I've been to that prison visiting a cousin many years ago. How interesting is that? That's what I'm saying. Truth hurts. And then like I almost overslept. Luckily, I woke up with my last alarm. It's just blesses your zombie when you wake. Yeah, Riley. But I'm shaking it off. I'm waking up. Okay. So yesterday, when we went through some of the Tecia letters with YouTubers, I figured, do you guys want to go through another Tecia letter before we finish out these January calls? Because I'm hoping to bust them all out today. I think we have 2 with Amy and 2 with Aunt Brenda, something like that. And so, but before we get into that, would you like to go over another letter between Leticia and the YouTubers that she was talking to back in 2020? Yeah, you guys like, hey, freak snakes. Of course, Rando. It's the best darn group to get up for. All right, then let's do it. All right, so have them up and ready to go. Here we are. Let's see. Okay, that is... Okay. Good morning, cuz. Remember that one? All right, I guess let's just... go in order. Okay. So this is going to be the one... Oh, you're eating a taco? Yum, Natasha. Chase, hey, Chase. So we're just going to go in order. And this is between Leticia and the YouTuber KitKat. I actually think she might still be on YouTube. And if somebody knows her channel name, I don't know if it's KitKat. It might be KitKat. You guys could let me know. And I could direct you to the channel. I just don't know for certain. I've heard that she's not here, and then I heard she's here, so I'm not sure. But this is June 13th, 2020. I'm concerned, okay? But I'm going to just let that slide because peanut butter is always incorporated in this case. So I'm just going to turn the other way for the pork rinds point. Part, and I'm just gonna say, all right, enjoy, bon appetit. All right, Harley, yum. Okay, so happy birthday, a million sparkles. I hope you have the most amazing day filled with lots of love and lots of laughter. I am beyond honored that you're taking some time to be here with us today on your special day. Okay, so this is to KitKat on June 13th, 2020. So we're moving a little bit back as far as some of the letters we wrote yesterday. So she writes, and notice what I want you to notice again is we have a third font. Her handwriting changes. Hey, Meowsaurus. Her handwriting changes depending on the day. I don't know if this was calculated or what, but she always has a different handwriting. Hi, Destination. Okay. So she wrote, I will make this short, as I didn't find your letter to be non-judgmental or nice. So Tecia, starting off strong there. I'll make this short because I did not find your letter to be non-judgmental or nice. You are the least non-judgmental person or nice person ever. But Tecia is so, I guess that's her narcissistic trait, that she can't help herself but to respond. Like, the smart thing to do would be not to respond, right? But Tecia can't help herself. So then I understand real talk, but I have no clue what you are talking about. Money on my account. And second, I'm going to trust in the strategic methods of my legal counsel. Next, you have no idea what you're talking about. She just repeated it, okay? So, first, you have no idea what you're talking about. Second, you have no idea what you're talking about. 1, you have seen my handwriting, and it's clearly an imitation. 2, the ward was talking about a movie where a guy pays millions to help him escape. I think this is when she's referring to The Great Escape. Hi, Bogart. Do you remember The Great Escape? It went public. It was everywhere. And the other inmate ratted her out. This is what KitKat, I guess, reached out to her about. And so she's referencing, oh, no, that wasn't me trying to bust out through the window with a broomstick in the library. And she wrote her, the other inmate coded letters, remember? So this is her denying that. And so she said, next, you have no idea what you're talking about. 1, you have seen my handwriting, and it's clearly an imitation. Girl, we have seen your handwriting in 3 letters just right here, and every letter, it's different. I just started with that before I even read this letter. Hello, Michelle. 2, the ward was talking about a movie where a guy pays millions to help him escape. You know, it wasn't me trying to escape saying I measured the window. It was the movie reference. I only said I'm going to use a broomstick out loud. Other people were saying they were using a C4 bomb. Oh no. While others said they were getting a helicopter to come on the rec yard. Who said that, Tecia? Tecia. Who said that? Who said that they're using a C4? Because if I'm not mistaken, Miss Ma'am, you are the one. You are the one who has charges for threatening with a bomb. Threatening a bomb use, whatever wording they use. I'm still half asleep. So interesting. She said it was all jokes and fun until the deputy that hates me denies attorney visits and shows inmates YouTube videos of me came in and threatened the other inmate to tell on me or her girlfriend. Obviously, she was choosing me, not her girl. So that's it. It was the deputy that came and was like, hey, you better rat on Tecia. Why? What would they get out of it? Then she gave her extra time out and commissary. So this inmate got extra time and commissary in exchange. The other girl feels horrible, but I wouldn't have pointed fingers at the person I loved either. Can you blame her? So, contrary to your words, there was no plan of anything, just stupid talk about a broom, which people who are smart will know a broomstick was the weakest of all responses to the movie. What? I unfortunately happened to be out and about when the cop who makes my life miserable walked in. And you yourself should know that. It's okay to threaten my life. And DA's office responds with free speech. But a broomstick is a crime? So we punish people for their thoughts and jokes now? Okay, we need to punish everyone then. You should have realized how ridiculous that was. And if you find me guilty over a broomstick joke, which is not even in my handwriting, then I'm glad you aren't a jury member. I'll close now and hope that you aren't so quick to find me a letter that's made after this. What? I'm not screwed at all because I did not murder or abuse anyone. So you have your opinion. Everyone has one. I hate to see how you would act after the evidence hearing when the DA's office gets to point a fake image and counter evidence to the public's liking. Jesus, it's a hard. Experts will soon come in. Oh, they did, Tecia. They piled in one by one by one by one. You know what your defense had? You had Dorothy Lewis rolling. Sorry, I'm not trying to, make a jab there, but there was a lot of expert witnesses that came in. There was so much, and then all you had was Dorothy Dorothy Lewis roll in with her pot smoking son, who they both kept getting in trouble. Okay, Dorothy Lewis rolled over the judge's wires. Her son is poking smut in the stairwell. It was a mess. It was a mess. Okay. Yeah, the never-ending purse of Narnia. It was a one-of-a-kind thing, man. Hi, Jennifer Heineal. Dude. Oh God. It was bad. I would love if we did. Sorry, I can't stop giggling when it comes to her. I would love if we went over Dorothy Lewis's testimony, because it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Oh my God. Oh yes, recording. He was the cameraman, Darlene, because it was the best moment. It was the best moment because the defense is like, they're like, play that. No, oh, sorry. Prosecution's like, play that tape, and it was like, like fast forwarding through it. And they're like, so you said you were alone in this room, didn't you, Miss Lewis? And she's like, that's right. And then they'd be like, play the tape. And it would be like, and then it would be like, freeze that image. And it would be it would just be a big male walking across the frame frozen. And they'd be like, then who is that? And she'd be like, I can't recall. I can't see. I think that's a security guard. And they were like, oh, really? Is that not the blood of your blood, your spawn, the exact son who is sitting in this courtroom right now? And then they pointed. And she's like, oh, yeah, it might be my son. He was the cameraman. I'm telling you, there was no words. No words. So that's who you had, Tecia. Okay. Prosecution was solid. They had expert witness after expert witness after expert witness. You had Dorothy Lewis, okay? And I'm sorry. Oh God, there's something about Dorothy. She tickles me, man. She knew exactly who he was because they were filming for her documentary, man. Of course, you didn't drop that little bomb of why was there two cameramans? Oh, that's right. Miss Dorothy Lewis had her own cameraman, aka her pot smoking son, who can't even control himself in court. I can't. Oh man. So we could do a Dorothy live if you guys want. Hi, Leslie. Jesus. Yeah. You know, Riley, it was like the judge spoke to the gallery. The judge spoke to the gallery and he's like, now I'm not gonna name names. But there was somebody smoking pot in the stairwell, and like it pans to the gallery, and you have all of these official in suits and dresses just sitting there with their notes and their laptop, and then all of a sudden, third row back, you see Dorothy Lewis's son in like a Cheech and Chong shirt with his eyes blitzed. It was like, no, I'm not gonna name names. And you can spot exactly who it was. You can spot exactly who was poking smut when you looked at that gallery. It was the funniest thing. Oh my God. Yeah, he's like, I'm sorry to let you know, but we have cameras. We know exactly who it was. Like, shit. Oh my God. Yeah, right. And she's always, they're a drug user. They're a drug user. They're a drug user. Okay. Okay, Tecia. Woo. Okay. So she's like, experts will soon come in. Handwriting experts too. Until then, you are right. I'll refrain from talking to people against me. Sorry you feel that way. God has it. And look at that smiley face. And then I think it's like a T Stauch, and she wrote, so I'm good. So that's one of the letters. She was late every day, even when she promised the judge that she was going to be on time the next day. And I remember I was in Ickenmills and we were there at 9 a.m. sharp. He's like, you promise you're going to be here at 9 a.m. sharp, right? There's not going to be any issue. And she's like, that's right, 9 a.m. Yes, yes, sir. And then 9 a.m. rolls around and she's nowhere to be seen. She's nowhere to be seen. And then she strolls in until he eventually had to dismiss the jury. And then we didn't start, but the trial didn't start until like 11:30. It was bad. Oh, thank you. Thank you to the person who did that. Thank you so much. That's kind of you. All right. So then the next letter, we read this one, but I want you guys to notice the contrast of her handwriting differences, right? Look at this. Look at this. Then we have this. Every damn letter is different handwriting. Now, we read these already. Read this. Then we have this handwriting. where she's talking back and forth to her alters. And then we have this letter. I think we have 2 more letters. I'm going to do my best. Some of this specific letter has redactions in it because the creator, which was WTAF, Wicked Truth and F-Bombs, was sharing personal information, to Letecia. And so those parts are redacted. So I remember that there's like 1 or 2 spots where it feels like it jumps. It does, but it's not relevant information as far as Tecia versus personal information regarding the creator. So she wrote, "Hey, thank you for my letter. My favorite place is Orlando. I live there every summer as a teacher." That's right. Teacher. Spelt with an O. I kid you not. I kid you not. Your eyes are not deceiving you. Teacher. Teacher. Okay, Tecia? I lived there every summer as a teacher. Was an annual pass holder, several cruises out of there, and love shopping in Florida. Wow, 5 children, impressive. And I know you are a busy lady. I said I would not read anymore after I got my doctorate, but that changed. I've read over 60 books since I've been in here, which is interesting because thank you, Catherine. It's interesting because she is flying through all these books, yet we're speculating, is she doing something else with them? Is she using it as like a bartering thing? I don't know. I have my family mail them, and then I donate them to the jail's library. And it says, I'm not sure. I'm a big James Patterson fan. I'm anxious to read the newer ones. I've read a lot of the old ones. I also like John Grisham, Janet Evanovic, and some other big names. So this is directly correlated to like the calls we're listening to. Probably, T. Adams. Some shebangs, baby. Sure, tell me about you. Redacted, through abuse at the jail, defamation of character, threats, etc. It sucks for an innocent person, but joy will come in the morning when I'm not guilty, and I'm confident in that. I have a few consistent people. I don't write the ones looking for fame through me signing release forms for books or websites. All that is nonsense. And if they do have it, it's because they were deceitful. Oh, yeah. You signing release forms and shit is the person being deceitful. Like, it's a release form, Tecia. Oh, and when I get out, though, I will head straight for the airport and can't wait to fly over the Atlantic landing to see my, and again, I'm sorry because it jumps. I don't know why it jumps, but it says, of course, go to Florida too. It truly is the craziest thing that people in prison are treated better than jail, and presumption of innocence does not exist in society or the judicial system. It's an imperfect system made by man. I never knew it until now. I forgave everyone. That is so... The fact that she could ever say that as if she is the victim here. I forgave everyone who judged me and those who continue to persecute me. I will never collect off of this with these nonsense things they do off of high-profile cases. I will win one heck of a civil suit for the abuse at CJC. the amendment violations, and false arrest. I plan to donate it to preventing these things from happening to anyone else. Thanks for writing me. Talk soon and stay safe and enjoy your summer. And then we have the T. Stauch signature. And then we have this letter. And again, there's redactions in these, so I apologize when they do jump. So it says, and a completely different handwriting again. Hello, I just got back from CMHIP a week ago. Thank God for his mercy and grace. However, I do kind of agree with you. I feel that in self-defense, a person should have the means to defend themselves. I mean, law enforcement does when they feel threatened, but I've learned that people don't realize what it's like to be in a traumatic situation. At least the people in CS don't. Everyone acts different and redacted. People also forget that self-defense isn't always a pissed off lover, even though most times it is. It can be a normal person in a situation gone bad, having to defend themselves. It can be a spouse, your own child, best friend, parent, neighbor, someone on drugs, etc. Hey, Crime Watch lover. Hey, Brandy. Do you realize what she just did? Well, she's trying to suggest and imply, and excuse me, that the murder of Ganon was self-defense. You know, because the self-defense, it could be anybody. A spouse, your own child, best friend, parent, neighbor, drunk, someone on drugs. Yes. She's trying to open that door. You never know the situation. One has to defend their own life. Trust me, I get it, and I've been there. Trying to open that door to make it seem like what happened with Ganon was self-defense. Yes, a part-time redacted, my favorite place. I'll get to see it soon, and hopefully all the virus nonsense will be over. I've been to that Victoria's Secret store 100 times. I love it too. When I came to Colorado, I went there and to North Face and Kate Spade to stock up just in case. LOL. Thank you, Shane. Shane just gifted 5 memberships. Congratulations to all of our new recipients. Please make sure you thank Shane in the chat if you just received a membership. Thank you so much. A double thank you, Shane. I understand again what you mean about your kids. I done it for years for kids, and the world doesn't appreciate SAHMs, which I forgot what that stands for. This is WTAF T Adams, which was a YouTube channel at the time. Please, somebody let me know in the chat. I forgot what it stands for, but the world doesn't appreciate, stay-at-home moms. Thank you, guys. So the world doesn't appreciate stay-at-home moms, stepmoms, etc. But Tecia, you weren't a stay-at-home mom. You just didn't work, nor did you take on the duties of being a stay-at-home mom. You just did your own thing, okay? So she wrote, you live under some perfect microscope, and heaven forbid you make a comment about me time, and well, you know what happens. It's a shame. Don't ever compare yourself to a stay-at-home mom. Being a stay-at-home mom is really the ultimate job. It's the job that it's not between 9 to 5. There is no breaks. You take on that role. You take care of the home. You take care of the children. You take care of your spouse. That is part of the job, you know, and it's beautiful at the same time, you know, like you get to yourself last. That's just, like God, like you'd never be able to handle the Italian lifestyle. You feed everybody else their courses, and then all the way at the very end, you sit down with your one little plate. That's just how it is. But you know what? A lot of people take pride in taking care of their family and their children and their spouses. You weren't a stay-at-home mom. Ganon did his own laundry. Lena, an 8-year-old at the time, did her own laundry. You did not cook for them. You just fed them whatever the hell you could. So, I've read 64 books, and I also do read the Bible often. It is, Jennifer, the most rewarding job. I've read 64 books, and I do read the Bible often and do study guides. I grew up religious, but have gotten closer to God. To God? What's your God today, Tecia? Which one? It's just me, him, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit every day. They have some old Patterson books here, so I went back and read them. Plus, my daughter sends me some often as well. I just read Beach House and Beach Road. I also read a few of the Chicken Soup books. The Chicken Soup, good for your soul novels, remember? Plus, I love Grisham too. Saying that, I'm a victim of a broken system run by man that ignores the supreme something, the Lord. I know they are typically very fair in making sure the system gives everyone a chance. Looking at Casey, George Zimmerman, the Florida Six, I think it's the Florida Six, etc. I'm glad they did make sure the mental health part was there. I know exactly what that's like. There is such a stigma on mental health for so long. I had to hide anything that I needed because I had to be the perfect mom, treated like an oppressed stepmom, officer's wife, teacher, etc. Yet the judge literally had to say that you, Tecia, and your defense added to the stigma. You made dissociative identity disorder everything it's not and led people to believe people who struggle with DID are more likely to commit such a horrific murder that you did. And that's not at all the case. I spent so much time helping others. You don't get to help yourself. That's the bad side to taking a deal. A jury could have saw your pain and suffering. So again, Ganon is dead. Yet it's still about Tecia. This Ganon's trial, it's not about Ganon to her, it's about Tecia. DAs will paint you as a monster no matter who you are. Trust me, I know. I've been loyal, a pillar in my community back home. I worked many Special Olympics. Students with special needs, parents will vouch for that. Nobody did. I visited elderly and special needs facilities, raised money for kids with emotional disabilities, started a MOCA chapter, raised money for fire victims, did toys for tots, and I could keep going. Tecia, the number one stepmom out here, always advocating. She's the victim. She's the victim. I could keep going, but I'm a monster to them. I'm not, and they will get to see. Spousal and domestic abuse is serious. I know 100% and have been a victim myself. So now she's a victim of spousal domestic abuse. Yet, Tecia, your history, you're the one who has charges for domestic violence on them, who has been charged in the past with it. Assault with like a weapon, trying to blow up, making threats, making bomb threats. Like, that's you, Tecia. Yes to those seafood places and the beach. It will happen. God is on time and he is in control. My freedom is coming and it's manifesting down to earth from heaven. As you can see, I am Christian. Oh, what? What are you? What? You're Christian? Well, when did that take a change? I don't know. So at this point, she's Christian, Avi. And I do a few programs. I relate to a minister from the Springs, Andrew Womack, who started the Daily Gospel Truth, and I listened to him with my grandpa. He also raised his son from the dead after being dead for 5 hours. Now, I'm going to pause for a second. You guys remember this came up? We've heard this before, that Tecia thought she could bring Ganon back to life. Well, here she is talking about that again. He also raised his son from the dead after being dead for 5 hours. Not a day goes by that I don't believe in those type of miracles like Jesus performed during his 3 years of ministry on this earth. So opening that door for, I believe it's possible to resurrect someone from the dead. I know I'll get to be a part of a divine situation from Christ. After I've endured the struggle preparing me for his will. Jeremiah 29:11 talks about his plan to prosper us and not harm us. He won't let me, his daughter, stay here too long. He will rescue me and lead me to do what's next after incarceration. What's next after you're incarcerated, Tecia? The J group, Nana Banana, the J group. Thank you for your letter, WTAF. I don't know where your faith is, but now you have a great testimony. I'm going to start a nonprofit, New Creatures for Christ, and would love to have people on board with testimonies like yours. It's not about someone who found Christ in jail. I knew Christ since I was a kid. It's about bringing Christ to others in various mental health capacities and young women facilities who were and are abused. I want them to know women can't find emotional fixes to completely fulfill us in men, in life, in drugs, in marriage, but instead that fulfillment is in knowing and loving Christ. Okay? There are programs like Prisoners for Christ and even Colson's big ministry. However, I'm not saying I'm called. I'm a teacher by nature. So I would like mine to be a teaching to women who are abused, women who face mental health issues, and to women who are stepmoms about how no guy will love you like Jesus does, and he must be first in our life. So, bitch, you want to target specifically stepmoms about teach stepmoms about how no guy will love you like Jesus does. That's very particular. That's very specific. Hi, J Lord. So this isn't just Jesus isn't for everyone. I want the stepmoms out there. I want the stepmoms out there who your man ain't good enough. Your man ain't good enough, man. All right, Tecia. I've seen it firsthand in how women are broken, beat down, abused, scared, oppressed, etc., depending on the situation. You mean you beat down Landon? What you did to Landon is awful, horrific. Are you now? You're preaching that you need to lift one another up. Us women need to stick together, except you're not a woman. I will be praying for you and your family. God bless. Take care. I stopped in Palm Bay a lot. Expensive gas, haha, or it was then most areas. But the beach that way is great. I still think Palm Beach and Destin are my favorite though. Talk soon. And then I think she signed. So what I want you guys to notice is the different signature in all the letters, okay? Different signatures for all the letters. Top left, we have Taylor Stauch. Top right, Janelle. Bottom left and bottom right appear to be consistent with T Stauch. Or L. I don't know if that's an L. I'm not sure. It looks like Stan Chicken Shite. Hi, Les Lemons. Hey, Erica. So lovely seeing you. All right. So now we are going to continue on with our Tecia calls. And we are, let me see. I think this next one is Aunt Brenda. And you have to remember yesterday where we left off, Tecia is trying to get Harley to move to a nicer area and said that it's okay. I could get Aunt Brenda to pay an additional $200 a month. Even though Aunt Brenda last said I can't afford to continue paying for Harley's rent. But typical Tecia. Thank you, Chicken Shite. Chicken Shite just gifted a membership. Congratulations to the recipient. Please make sure you thank Chicken Shite in the chat. Thank you. Oh, I'm on a loop. Hold on. Okay. So this call is now, yes, with Aunt Brenda on January 25th, 3 days after she last spoke to Harley yesterday, at 11:35 a.m. So let's take a listen.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, baby. How did you get free?
And I'm like, well, I don't know who that is.
Oh,
No, it was actually his
Harley
friend.
said she knows who it is, but Harley's like, I'm not saying a word.
Yeah. The app downloaded?
What?
You didn't get today's Monday. Yeah, that would be good. Okay, cool. All right, love you so much. Talk to you later.
Okay.
That was the Harley. Okay, now it's gonna start. Sorry, guys. Ah.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, baby. How'd
You
you get free calling?
Oh, today's Monday. Sometimes it does it every now and then.
Oh.
You didn't get the app downloaded?
What?
You didn't get the app downloaded from the email?
No. I'm gotta work on it. I did something wrong, so I gotta. I'm not that, So Harley told me she would help me with it.
All right.
So just.
I'm assuming that's an app to put money on the books of some sort. I'm not sure. Maybe to put money on the books, money for the calls. Everything is done really electronically. Aunt Brenda is technologically delayed. I am too, so I'm not, knocking her. But you haven't spoken to Aunt Brenda since 2 weeks before this. You're always calling for something. So unappreciative. Keep in mind, Aunt Brenda pays for her child's rent, car, all of her commissary, money on the books, calls, and sending her actual books. Oh, that's okay, Natasha. That's fun. She does have a funny, it's a cute voice.
Just start with it. I'm gonna. I told Harley the first day she got off, I need her to do some stuff for me here at the house. That I go pick her up and she can come here at the house and do some stuff for me.
All right.
And everything, and she'll show me. But did you get any books from me?
No.
You ain't got no books?
Not since the last ones you gave me with the Bible.
No, I sent you some books from Amazon. I sent you that 19 Day Christmas, a Mary Higgins book, and a couple of books.
The only thing I've got is a crossword. I mean, a word search. That was recently.
Oh, the crossword. I don't know if I believe her, honestly. But if you guys remember, Aunt Brenda said she wanted to send a crossword with all the books that she said, and she didn't want the damn crossword. So the way she says, I only got the crossword. Oh, yeah, you only got the one you didn't want, right? We're supposed to believe that. I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't gotten anything else but a word search.
No, I sent you like 4 or 5 books. All of them with paperback.
No, I don't have them yet. Check your Amazon update to see what it says delivery is, and then
that's what I've been trying to keep up with that stuff. So like I said, I'm new at this stuff with this Amazon stuff and all. And I have to wait till Terry Lynn comes home. Terry Gwen behind the house, her daughter Terry Lynn.
Yeah.
And I'll get her to double check it for me. But I told Harley the other day, I said I ordered your mom some books. It's got here delivered to Leticia in Colorado.
What day does it say?
Amazon.
No, what day does it say delivered?
I don't see no date.
Poor Aunt Brenda. I feel bad because if I've tried to help somebody who's not familiar with technology at all, how to navigate it. And it's hard. It is hard if you're not familiar and you didn't grow up with it. And so she's struggling over here. But the fact that she's done all of this to help Tecia, it's sad. It is sad.
I don't.
It should say delivered on whatever date.
I don't know, baby.
Yeah. That'll just let you know what day it says delivered on. Because once they're delivered here, it takes them like a week afterwards.
You should have been gone by now.
Yeah, but just have her look at it, because then you can do a claim with Amazon and see who signed for them or not,
Add delivery instruction. I didn't have to add no delivery instruction because it was already on there.
Yeah, no.
It was already on Amazon. So I'm sure they said you got the books. When I got a message from Amazon.
It might have said they were delivered. Do you remember how long ago it was?
Go ahead and talk to me in a little while in my email.
Anyway.
So what else is going on?
Nothing much,
Just want to know where my shit is.
Are you okay? I got to put some money on your account. I do know that and everything. So that's kind of why I was going to wait till Terry Lynn got home this afternoon so I could go up there and check, because I keep asking Harley, did your mama get her book? Harley, did your mama get her book?
Why? Well, I only talked to her by video. Like I did video chat with her.
So gotta put money on your books, right? Gotta put money on your books. And then I gotta get you your books. And Tecia is never grateful. Honestly, and Brenda didn't have to do any of this plus rent. She was dishing out like a minimum $600-700. You know, well, it was like $530 for the rent alone, and then she was paying the car payments. Even when she took the car back, she's still paying that. And that's Harley. And then she would throw $200 for the Black Friday shopping, this and that, this, that. And then all of the money for Tecia. And then just think about how many books she just named. 5 books. Over $100 easily. Now, Tecia didn't get it. I'll take a look, poor Linda. That's a good question.
She did. She took me.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Sent it to me.
She did what?
She took a snapshot and she sent it to me.
I figured she
Yes,
did.
she did. But and everything. So, but anyway, I know we don't have a minute left, darling. I love you, and
All
I'll do that stuff and see what's going on. Okay.
All right, love you too.
But ask about the books and everything, because like I said, I bought you like 4 or 5 books.
Okay. Yeah, and I just
I think
finished
you'll
the
like.
last-
I think you'll like all of them. Okay.
Okay, cool. All right, talk to you later then. All right,
I
you.
love you, darling. Bye, baby.
I think Aunt Brenda's very lonely. I think she's very lonely. And I see it's hard for me because we're 2 days away from the 1-year anniversary of her murdering Ganon. I want to remind you guys that. The next call we're about to listen to is going to be from the 26th, the day before. And then the call after that will be on the anniversary, the 1-year anniversary. And I know what's about to happen. I know what's coming up in that call. And I told you guys, keep an eye out, keep an ear out for a shift. Are we going to see in these calls leading up to the 1-year anniversary any shift in Letecia? Anything different about her energy, her tone? But there isn't. And I don't understand. Because, and you know, I've said this before, so don't take it the wrong way. But your body stores trauma. It stores trauma. And I'm just looking at it from Leticia's perspective, okay? Bye, Erica. It was so lovely having you here. The act of think about how horrific that murder was. And then not just the murder itself, the hiding, disposing of Ganon, everything. She was not in a good place. And the truth is that was a lot of stress on her body. When I'm saying that, again, I'm not feeling bad for her or defending her. I'm just acknowledging that the truth is that was a lot of stress on her body. Her blood pressure would have been skyrocketing. The anxiety would have been through the roof. I don't think she's killed anybody before, so it must have been a huge adrenaline rush, just a lot. Your body stores that. And hey, MK, as the 1-year anniversary of her murdering Ganon is approaching, even if mentally she's not thinking of it and she could care less, I'm expecting the physical trauma to resurface. And the fact that I haven't seen anything yet, and we're about to listen to the call from the anniversary on this live, that tells me even more so, wow, she is severely disconnected. Severely disconnected. There is no, I don't know. But, okay. So the next two calls are going to be with Amy. And this is going to be January 26th, the day before the 1-year anniversary of her murdering Ganon. So this is the 1-year anniversary of the candle incident. This is when Ganon's murder started. Let's be honest. Ganon was not killed quick. He was tortured. It was a slow death, and it really, the event started the Sunday before. So this is the 1-year anniversary of the candle incident leading into his murder. So this is to Amy B on January 26th, 5:18 p.m. And I like that it's a little bit later in the day because I want to hear Leticia's energy. Has she been thinking about this at all this day? Has it been on her mind? Are we going to see a lower energy? I don't know. Let's get into it.
Hey.
Hey.
Did you get
I don't know. I guess I did it. I guess I must not have done it right. Shoot. I lost my purse.
Did you get the email?
Yeah, I got the email, but then, so I thought I had to sign up, but it said, so I signed up with my email, but it said, already have a password. So I wonder if it's my same password, like when I add money to the account.
Oh, because it is Global Telling. It's the same people.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on. Call me back on that. Let me go do it real quick and then call me back.
All right.
Let
Well,
me try to log into it.
I'll just wait, and then I'll try to call you on if it shows up a little bit.
Yeah, call me on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me
and,
2 minutes.
Tell Harley to put that money on my account. She knows what I'm talking about because she's got money that I had of mine that I sent to her.
So that $50 that's left, which it's technically less because remember she's getting the portraits done and she already charged $20 to the account. Take that more money out of that $50 that's left and add it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Cool. Bye.
I'll tell her. Bye.
So 10 minutes went by and Tecia calls Amy again. So January 26th, 5:28 p.m. now.
Thank you for using Global Telling.
Hey.
Hey.
So I texted Harley and she told me she did it.
Okay. Cool.
I don't know. She's like, yeah, tell her I added it. And then I was like, well, your mom's trying to FaceTime me, but
not sped
for
up.
some reason on my phone it's not working. And she's like, I think I have to add funds. Because she said she did, but I don't know what that means.
Oh, okay. So I guess you can just wait until yours run out on your. It's the same people, but like you just have to like add funds in the app instead of the phone. You see what I'm saying? But it's the same. Yeah, it's the same price.
Okay.
It's actually cheaper.
Because I tried to like log in and create a new login and everything, and it wouldn't let me. I was like, whatever.
Yeah, I think that's what it means.
But Harley said, tell her I did it. And I'm like, okay.
Okay, yeah, she means to add the money. Because she had got.
Just crazy. Harley and I've been like talking about you like for the past couple of days.
Yeah, and I finally
just
got to.
How things are after that court date and how you're doing and if you're ready for all this to go down.
Yeah.
Are you ready for all this to go down, Tecia? Tomorrow, relative to the phone calls, is that 1-year anniversary of you committing such an atrocious act on Ganon. Yes, Amanda, Amy B. Are you ready for all this to go down?
You're probably ready for it to be over with.
I know. They just underestimate, they underestimate the people they're dealing with. So I think these people underestimated a little bit.
You're underestimating the cartel. Right, Shane? Nobody ever acknowledges it. You underestimate the cartel. The true murderers of Ganon, you underestimate them. How can she lie so easily to family and friends? I don't know. So cocky. Do you hear any remorse as she's approaching the 1 year anniversary? The day before 1 year. Around this time, 1 year prior, they were on the hike at the Garden of the Gods. Like, think about, I don't know, like that would be really significant to me. I know that would be hitting me hard, hitting that 1 year. Nothing.
Well, I also think that they never looked at anybody else. So they're going to be like, wait, what? Like, they should.
Miss Ma'am, they don't need to look at anybody else when all physical and circumstantial and digital and self-incriminating evidence points to Leticia.
Have looked at all avenues.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
So in March,
not yet.
Is that when it starts then? Is like the March date? Is that like kind of the beginning of it?
No, that's just like a one-sided hearing where they just kill the same evidence that they've already did in affidavit stuff.
That's all it is. So are you keeping your attorney or did you get a new one?
Someone's supposed to tell you about what to do with that.
So I can't tell you on this phone call. So somebody else is going to tell you what's going on. Yeah, you're the one who underestimated the state. But, again, Jacob, no, not yet. I think it was in November. It wasn't until November 2022, I believe. Yes, Ganon was discovered. So in context, Leticia was arrested March 2nd, 2020. Ganon was found about 3 weeks later by pure luck and fate. And I wish we could see the footage of when she found out.
I'm gonna let them tell you. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, because we were wondering that. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah. No.
Well, I mean, how's things going in there?
It's just really cold, freezing, and then
Why is it so cold?
Well, they don't use heaters.
They don't have like a central heat?
I mean, they don't use it. Yeah, no. And then I'm not allowed socks in my ward or shirts or anything like that, so it's just freezing all the time. My hands are always purple and my feet.
Or shirts.
Yeah.
Or shirts. Listen, you're not just walking around with your tatas hanging out for the world to see. Listen, I'm not going to deny that the heat isn't on full blast, and in the summer the air isn't on full blast. But to say that they don't use it, no, they can't. That is an issue. But you don't have socks or a shirt. Now, yes, if you were in that specific ward, you can't be having anything that you could potentially hurt yourself with, but maybe you shouldn't act a fool and those things wouldn't be taken away. But you ain't walking around are you going to act like when you did that video call with Harley, were your tatas freeing out, or were you wearing some type of safe I don't know what it would be. Stop being dramatic.
Yeah, it's so cold that you can put your your little carton of water on the thing at night, and we wake up in the morning and it's icy.
You cut that the fuck out. You cut it out. That cold, it would have to be freezing temperatures. You get that, right? It would have to be around freezing temperatures for that water to turn icy. No.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you're going for ice water.
I know. And that's all you get to drink anyway, so I guess you don't. So I like put 2 or 3 milk cartons up there full of water, so the next morning I have ice water all day.
Will they, like, are they going to move you out of there if you do, like, good?
No, I am not. I'm one of the most well-behaved people here. They did not move me out of here. Well, sorry.
Tecia. Are you lying again, Tecia? Are you saying you're the one of the most well-behaved inmates?
No.
Yes.
No, sir. I mean, John, no.
Tecia, that is a lie. You have had non-stop interactions and issues and incident reports. You can't fool us. You can fool your family all you want, but you can't fool us because we went over literally every single one of it. Nope, not today says, just a little info about the river Tecia dumped Ganon in. It flows directly into the Atlantic Ocean. I'm glad she missed the water or Ganon would have never been found. And again, it was divine intervention that he was found at all. Just so happened weeks, not even a full 3 weeks after Leticia was arrested. But actually, yeah, it would be a little over 2 weeks. So you want to know what else is chilling? Not only does that the bridge inspector come every like 5 years for a routine check, and they happen to go at that point, it could have been another 5 years. They could have just got done doing a check. But in Leticia's Google searches before she was arrested, she Googled bridge inspections. That is what ultimately found Ganon. You manifested it. You manifested it, Tecia. Yeah, the bridge maintenance guy only comes that one freaking day. She knew the affidavit, and I've gone over the affidavit before. She had a lot against her already, and especially her own statements. But did they drop the bomb of it all? No, but if you guys need me to go over the affidavit again, it was a lot. They had a decent amount already on her, and that was just the arrest affidavit.
Already taking some different medicine, but it makes you like really, really, really like, I don't know, like my nose bleed a lot, so I had to pay to get nose.
That sounds like a blood thinner, like naproxen.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but one of them is for the sleepwalking and the nightmares, and then I take a boost bar, and then I just did the thing to get on get back on Ganon, which I need to know.
Do you know why? Do you know why they're giving you all that stuff? Like, are you having issues with like sleepwalking?
Oh, I've always had sleepwalking issues. Yeah.
But you didn't always have sleepwalking issues, Leticia. The kiosk even schooled you on that. You had no prior issues with sleepwalking documented anywhere in your medical history.
My mom and my dad can tell you that. I used to end up in the closet.
No.
I ended up in the closet.
Do you think it's like worse now because of your situation?
Oh yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is because it don't really happen when you're in REM. It happens when you're not really asleep. That's how you're able to wake yourself up, or you hit something and you wake yourself up. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So
But, like,
did Harley tell you she's probably getting her own place to live?
Oh, yeah. We talked about it. Yeah.
Yeah. We talked about it. And I made sure to tell her to pick a fucking place instead of moving in with Amy rent free. Okay. Aunt Brenda already expressed she can't afford to continue to pay Harley's rent. But Tisha's over here saying, I'll get Aunt Brenda to pay an extra $200 a month. I would rather you live in a nicer area because Leticia is planning on getting out and moving in with Harley. We could definitely go over it again, Monica.
Good, that's what you wanted. So she might be.
Talk more about it. Well, I told her I wish it could be Naya, but she said Naya was moving to Georgia and stuff like that. So.
Well, she told me the place she found is like one floor, so she can keep Chance because she's been trying to see if I'll take Chance because it's just not right for. Like she said, it's just not fair to him. Like he can't get up those stairs and stuff.
Yeah.
So, but she said she found like a 1-bedroom, and then she'd get away from Charlotte and Tono.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, she'll still be friends with them, obviously.
When I just saw Tono and him on the screen, he looked high as could be. I mean,
oh, they were both on it with her.
Well, no, I asked could I see Tono because the people upstairs who wanted to see who I was talking about looked like
Are Harley and him dating?
I mean, probably. They've always he's always liked Harley ever since she was younger anyway. But, he's not a bad kid. It's just that they raised him right. It's just that, that college life.
Well, I don't want him bringing that around her.
Meanwhile, the damn pot was brought into the trial. How about that? Jesus. Listen, there's a lot, and you could have your own feelings, but there's a lot worse things than poking smut in college, okay? I get it could be a gateway absolutely, but to act like Harley's on her own, living as an adult now, in college, with her boyfriend, come on.
I know, but it looks like he was. I don't let me just accuse somebody of doing something because I ain't gonna do that. But it did look like it.
I'm sorry, what'd you just say? Leticia, did you just say you aren't going to accuse somebody without knowing for certain that they did it? Miss Ma'am, you have accused every single person under the sun of murder, knowing damn well you yourself did it. You accused Al of being abusive, of cheating. You accused Landon of murdering him. You accused Ganon of putting you in a situation where you had to do self-defense. You accused imaginary people of sexually assaulting you. You accused the cartel. You accused how many people? The FBI most wanted person. Like, are you serious? Leticia. That is exactly what you do.
Unless,
But then again, it's college. But I never did that. But a lot of people do.
Me either. But, that's the whole problem. That's one of the problems with Coastal. Coastal is like that, People come to party and be at the beach, But, yeah, so how much did she say that one was going to be?
The new place?
Yeah.
March 1st?
No, how much was it going to be?
Oh, she didn't tell me a price. That's what I was wondering. I was like, damn, how the hell is she going to afford a place on her own?
Yeah.
I'm sitting there thinking, like, I'm already paying your phone bill. And people she'll hit up people for money here and there, like a little bit, because she needs help. And I'm like, how the hell is she going to afford that? And Dee Dee said that she thinks she's going to accept. So, like, she qualified for financial aid. And Dee Dee told her to only accept what she needed to cover, like, tuition.
Well, that's what we talked about. That's all she's going to do that. She's not getting the extra. She's got the plan for paying.
She thinks... So we were like, did she accept all the other ones and we don't know about it?
She didn't.
How's she going to pay them? Well, then Brenda's coming back in the picture.
That's right. Are you going to pretend to be dumb right now, Leticia? Because you specifically told her to not only get the place, but you told her get the nicer fucking place for additional $200 a month. Despite Aunt Brenda being pleased when you pretended that Harley was going to move in with Miss Amy, because she's like, I'll be honest, Tisha Lynn, I'll be honest. You know, I can't afford it anymore. I just can't. Yet you're over here. Yet every other logical person's like, what the hell? How is she going to afford? She can't even afford it now, her rent. How is she going to afford more? Tisha, why don't you be honest about misguiding your own child?
No, it's not that. We already so what her amount, it'd only be the difference of her amount would be what she's already paying now would be $400 or $500 difference. So what she's going to do with that retirement is set it up. I'm setting it up in a monthly thing.
Did you hear what she just said? How she slid that in there? $400 or $500 difference of what she's paying now. She pays $530 now. So Harley's about to go in for over $1,000 a month. Who's paying for that? You just said, no, it's not Aunt Brenda. That's exactly what you said yesterday. I'll ask Aunt Brenda. You know she can't say no to me. But you are over doubling her rent while letting her believe a huge chunk of money is coming in. That isn't.
$500 difference. So what she's going to do with that retirement is set it up. I'm setting it up in a monthly thing instead of giving it to her all at once.
So she can use that. Okay. And I thought she told me she got another job too.
Yeah, but like
I thought she told me she found another job
at Topgolf.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah, and she'll make good money there, especially in the spring coming.
Oh yeah, spring and fall are the major seasons of golf in Myrtle Beach. Yeah, that'll be good. And then, well, she told me she's only taking like a few classes. She's doing like 4 classes.
Yeah.
So that won't be too bad.
Because there's still.
But at least it'll keep her busy. She needs to be busy because I think everything kind of gets to her sometimes. Did she show you the sweatshirt she made?
You see how Amy slid that in there? Because this entire time Leticia's been in jail and all the calls we've listened to, never once has there been any acknowledgement of what Harley's going through. Welcome back, Blue. Nothing. Right, Little Red? But you see how Amy just slid that right in there? I think sometimes everything gets to her. Do you know, Leticia, what she's referring to? The circumstances she's in. Her mom charged with the murder of her stepbrother. Her being involved, traveling across country with her stepbrother's decomposing body. Bought the fucking cleaning supplies. The world thinking she had involvement. Her whole life uprooted, gone. The only father that she's known, gone. Her little sister, gone. Everything. So when Amy says, I think everything gets to her, do you even for 1 second stop and realize what you've done to your child?
She like designed her own sweatshirt kind of like in memory of Ganon.
Oh, did she?
She drew it, yeah, and she got it printed on the sweatshirt. It's like a butterfly, like half of a butterfly, but the way the butterfly outline is, it makes like a cursive G. And then one of the antennas has a like halo on it, kind of a ring. And she made it like kind of blue. Yeah, and I mean,
no, you don't know about that, do you, Tisha? Harley didn't tell you about that. The day before the 1-year anniversary of you murdering that baby, Harley made an in memory of Ganon sweatshirt, but she sure as hell didn't tell you. Wonder why. This is the moment where I'm like, all right, is there anything? Is there anything, any emotion? Because I feel the emotion even listening, and I'm imagining the sweatshirt. And do you feel anything, Tecia? Nope.
And she made it like kind of blue. Yeah, and I mean, originally I was like, that's really nice. Like, you could sell it, but then we were talking about it. We're like, she can't because people are so mean to her. Like,
because of her mom.
Now, if Landon posted that, everyone would buy it. It's not fair that just because Harley like spent a lot of time on that.
But it's because of her mom. If Leticia didn't put Harley in the position she did, people wouldn't be angry with her. We could only really see now, oh, wow, the level of involvement Harley really did have versus the manipulation and the situations Leticia put her in. That is because of her mom, not because Harley is Leticia's daughter. There is a big difference. Shut up, Tecia, in the voice of Jen Lou.
Yeah.
And people don't realize, like, this is still Harley's brother. Like,
I know. People don't realize
take
that.
Care of his kid.
Just like they don't realize that other people were there. Just like they don't realize that there was more than 4 people with us. Just like they don't realize that.
There was, excuse me, Miss Ma'am? There was more than 4 people there? There was more than 4 people there? What's up, Debbie Doodles? You need something? Come on, Tecia. And what? All of the footage, all of the Ring cameras just didn't pick up anybody? Just you? Just you? That's logical, right?
There are a lot of things,
But that's what Harley said, too. Harley said she's just been talking to me, and she's just like, just stuff doesn't add up. She's like, she said the cruise was, like, sketchy that y'all went on. It wasn't normal. And just other stuff. And I was like, well, I mean, hopefully, it'll all come out. But she's worried about Lena because I guess Al has Lena, like, brainwashed. Like, she can't say a word to anyone. Like, if she's on the phone with anybody, like, he's standing there with her. And
well, he's always going to do that. He's always done that and always will.
I don't know.
See, at this point, Leticia has them convinced that Al knows very much who did this to Ganon, had a level of involvement. And it's really sad because Harley's not going to talk to her mom about this, and it's recorded. And, there's multiple factors of why she's not going to talk to her mom. But clearly she's spoken to Amy about it. And to hear that Harley was genuinely concerned about Lena because she believed Al was the danger. It's really sad, but it's nice to know her heart was in the right place.
Looks like she's not even living like a normal child's life.
I used to have to, me and G had this, code word where if he said it, I would be like, yes, and he would go around hide in his closet, and then if,
What? One year tomorrow, in context of the calls, 1 year the next day, the anniversary. And you're saying that you and Ganon had a code word where Ganon would say the code word and you would say yes. And he would run and hide in his closet from his father. Again, this is what makes Leticia so unique to me. I think about so many of high-profile cases and so many murderers in history, And we've seen people do the most atrocious things. Don't get me wrong. It's not so much the murder itself, even though that it's heinous and horrific. But what Tecia does after, I've never seen this. I've never seen a taunt and torment and accusing of the actual parents like this. Like, it is so bizarre to me that she could do something like this. She is harlot.
It, I would be like, yes, and he would go run hide in his closet, and then if Albert would ask like where he was at or whatever, I was like, I sent him to go do something. He'd be like, pick the phone. I was like, yes, because that would be the only way he could go get in the hall, like go in the closet and talk to his mom.
So Leticia and Ganon had a code word. Ganon would say the code word. You would say yes. He would run in the closet with his phone. Al would say, where's Ganon? You would be like, I don't know. He left. I dropped him off at so-and-so. And then Ganon would be on the phone with his mom. Oh my. Thank you, Melissa. In honor of you, Melissa Jade, your mods, subs, donors, research assistants, then this entire chat that will miss your adult presence in this world. We will keep you, zest, and love your life alive. Precious Ganon. Thank you so much, Melissa. Yes, forever, Ganon. I think, the reason also that we are here time and time again, yes, it's very fascinating to me to try to understand the psychological aspect of Letecia and her brain, but Ganon will always hold a special place in all of our hearts, and he deserved so much better. But the torture, and thank you, Melissa, the torture, she knows what she did. And to accuse his parents, has no involvement. Like, that's a different type of evil. Separate the two. From everything I've studied with killings, a lot of these killers have either this impulsive rage and they snap, or they have this twisted desire within them that they can no longer fight and they give in to their urges. But never do you really see, after the murder itself, a mental fucking with someone, to a degree. Yes, there have been killers who have taunted before and this and that, but when they're charged to do this, her shit's out in the open. They know it was her. I don't know, Harlot. I saw it yesterday. Hey, Abellis. That's the part that's just oh, okay. So not only was it a rage killing, but then after to I don't know. It's just so bizarre to me. Jody, yeah. She has a lot of similarities to Jody. She does.
Ask her, didn't he talk to her in the closet a lot? I would send him to the closet to talk.
Yeah, she's talked to me a couple of times. She's just she just doesn't. She's at a point now where she's just like, what happened and why Ganon? That's kind of the point she's at. And she's like, I know Al's involved, and it's not fair that he is just getting away with everything.
You see? At the expense of your own child. Harley saying, I know Al is involved, and it's not fair. I feel bad for her, because in her mind, my poor mom, she could go away for life. Why is this happening? Why would you do this to my mom? Because her mom is telling her it's Al. But as we're listening to these calls, and Leticia starts opening the door, to vampires and all of the crazy, I don't know what year it is. That's when you hear them all like, what? Like, this is what's going on, you know? And so you're listening to them realize, because they believed her, to something's not right. Something is not right.
Yeah. You tell me.
I was like, I promise you Tisha agrees with you, but she's like, I know Tisha. She's like, Tisha's smart. She has evidence somewhere. I'm like, oh, I guarantee Tisha has evidence somewhere.
Oh, yeah?
But if she gives it to people now, then during the trial, like, it kind of messes it. Like, but Landon's just getting, like, frustrated, like, I can't wait. And I think it's because tomorrow is 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's, like, getting hurt to her.
But again, that's still wrong.
Fuck you, Tisha. And I'm so sorry, guys. That's not appropriate commentary, but tomorrow is... Well, sorry, it just makes me so emotional. Landon believed her living baby was in danger. And it sucks that Landon and Al had to go through such a horrific custody battle after all of this. But no acknowledgement whatsoever for what they're going through. And that tomorrow is the 1 year anniversary. And just the manner in which he was killed, guys, like the manner in which he was killed, it was so violent, and it was, and nothing from Leticia. Nothing. Thank you, Bean Feathers. I love each and every one of my fellow true crime humans. Thank you so much, and we appreciate you. I heard... Okay, here's the thing. The family court prefers to not uplift and move a child from an established home. That is not ideal. A child needs consistency. And so at this point, Al and Leticia had full physical custody, I think, for about 2 years. Thank you, Abellis. Abellis just gifted a membership. Congratulations if you received it. Please thank Abellis in the chat. And thank you so much, Musa Stepmom, for being a member for 10 months. Thank you so much. I believe that they had full physical custody for like about 2 years. Now, that is what Lena was used to. And so there is going to have to be a reason that a judge will switch custodial rights like that. Now, with that being said, yes, something like stepmom being charged in the murder of one of the children, and the fact that they are moved out of that house and everything already, yes, that's a factor. Now, I can tell you what I heard. I heard he had a lot of connections in the military and where he was at that worked towards his advantage. But unless they deemed Al unfit, they weren't going to just give Lena to Landon. Exactly, Deborah. Exactly. Right. Yep.
So, I mean, okay, whatever anybody says, but okay.
And I think it's like getting hurt to her.
But again, that's still wrong.
Tomorrow is 1 year.
Mhm.
Frustrated, like, I can't wait. And I think it's because tomorrow is 1 year.
Mhm.
And I think it's like getting hurt to her.
But again, that's still wrong. So, I mean, okay, whatever anybody says, but okay.
That's still wrong. That what? It's getting to her? That tomorrow is the 1 year anniversary of her baby being brutally murdered? That's still wrong as you're laughing? Ha, ha, ha. No remorse, no accountability, no acknowledgement, nothing. Even if she was faking it and pretending she was innocent, I'm still looking for those signs that it's affecting her. There's nothing.
So,
Oh,
I'm not laughing at the situation.
you think tomorrow? You mean the 1 year tomorrow is wrong?
I'm telling you 100%.
I know. But
Oh, so what are you saying? Well, let's see, Leticia, you changed your story a lot. You said he was killed on that Saturday or Sunday. Yet we saw him walking out. Yet Leticia says that's not who you saw walking out. It was somebody else. Okay, Tisha. You took a proof of life photo 8:30 that morning. Stone cold nothing. Well, and that's what I'm saying, Wendy. She gives herself away because even if she was innocent, ready? Even if she was innocent, she would never talk about Ganon like this. She would be heartbroken and horrified. You wouldn't be laughing because look what happened to Ganon. She gives herself away.
so that's what people. I think that's kind of why Harley made the sweatshirt, and she said she was going to kind of post something. I was like, just be careful, Harley, because you know these crazy people are going to flood your TikTok and talk shit and copy whatever you do. I'm going to just be ready for it. Like, you can honor your brother, that's fine. I'm going to just be ready for the blowback. It's happening.
And they shouldn't even do
sad,
that
but it is.
to her because, I mean, I don't even understand. Like, it doesn't even make any sense. Like, you know, you don't hold another adult accountable, actually other adults accountable for anything, but you want to hold, you know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't make any sense,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
What do you want us to hold Al accountable for? I've acknowledged where my anger is with Al, but you want us to hold Al accountable for a murder he did not commit? Like, what sense does that make? There is no evidence pointing towards Al's involvement whatsoever.
But it's all right.
But I think she's doing overall, she seems to be doing pretty good. I mean, I'm glad she's going to get like her own place, but I also worry, like, I don't want her on her own. Like, I would prefer someone with her.
I want her to get the 2-bedroom, but the problem is navigating finding someone that could be with her is going to be the thing. You see what I'm saying? Because
good night, poor Linda.
So Charlotte and Tono want to stay together?
No. Charlotte is moving with her sister Jada. Now check this out.
Where are they moving to?
By Lotus Food. But check this out. Now Jada ain't never wanted to come live with them in Myrtle Beach the whole time. Never. And all of a sudden now she.
Where does she live now?
She lives in like Massachusetts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's just one of those things where.
Why couldn't all three of them, Jada, Harley, and Charlotte?
Well, because Jada's from Massachusetts and she's like, you know, don't want to be around dogs, you know, that type of thing. They don't have dogs. You know, whatever. People don't know the dogs are like amazing people, and it's just, you know.
And I mean, I told Harley, like, I can try to say, like, I found someone that would hold on to chance until she's ready.
Yeah.
And I sent her, like, a picture of McGruff. They have a dog named McGruff. He's a big old chunker like Chance, but, like, the calico color. It's so weird.
Yeah.
It reminds me of, like, a calico cat, but
You have 1 minute remaining.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
she's like, I think she really wants to keep him if possible.
Yeah, she does. It's just stress on her having to worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Unless you can make
I
it more
know.
comfortable.
I love how she, just nothing, able to talk about it and make accusations so freely. To be fair, though, I can't say that's one of the words I cannot pronounce, Michelle. It comes out as mass of two shits. I'm not kidding. But I have no idea. Could really have no idea. But she's denying that she's the one pushing Harley to get an apartment she can't afford and putting it on Aunt Brenda. It's very, very frustrating.
You know. And like I told her, I said to Harley, I don't know why you just didn't go stay at Amy's when she offered.
That's not,
but she wanted
I
to have.
mean, my room's always here.
She wanted to have those people she knew. Whatever. So. And
Well, she's welcome here anytime. So.
Yeah, I know. And sometimes that helps is that she's got people there she's always known and friends. You know what I mean? So she has that comfort level there. But all right, I'll talk to you again and see if you can get that to work, and I'll try to FaceTime you in a couple of days or whatever.
All right, sounds good.
All right, love you, girl. Bye.
All right, love you too. Love you. Bye.
All right. So you guys let me know. Do you want to stop there or do you want to listen to one more call? But that call is the next day on the January 27th, the 1-year anniversary of the murder. I could stop there and I could wait until tomorrow, or if you guys want, we could push on through and play this last call. Well, actually, there's one more call in January, but this is the 27th call. You want me to keep going? Okay. I know, Rachel Oakes, it's there are no words, honestly. All right, well, we're gonna go. I'm just trying to get mentally prepared for it. So this call is on January 27th. Oh my god, I got tears in my eyes. This call is on January 27th. This is the 1-year anniversary of Ganon's murder. 10:33 a.m. with Aunt Brenda.
Hello.
Hey,
Hi.
how you doing?
Okay, how are you?
Fine.
What are you up to?
Huh?
What are you up to?
I just walked out to the mailbox to get some junk mail, pure junk. Hey, did you get your books? Because they were delivered the 17th.
Nope, I don't have them.
Well, you got 3, and then you got one back order for March the 23rd of the James Patterson book. It's not even out yet, but you got 3, and it says December to whatever. The 17th. No, this month.
January,
yeah.
So far, and this is what my biggest issue has been with Aunt Brenda. Not that she's had a relationship with Leticia. It's this stuff. No acknowledgement whatsoever. It didn't happen. Yet, if we're supposed to believe Leticia is innocent also, I would anticipate the 1-year anniversary to affect her. Whether she's innocent or not, this is a hard day. A very hard day. Good night, MK. A very hard day.
Okay.
They were delivered.
I'll send them a message then.
Yeah, and everything. So, yeah. Harley called me last night. We talked on the phone for 11 o'clock, 11:30.
Oh, Lord. I just talked to her. She was at work. I just FaceTimed her.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know what we're going to do with her. That child's something else.
She's got
What are we going to do?
You are not about to say that. When on today, there are parents who don't have their kid. I guarantee they would exchange anything to have their child back, even if their child gave them a hard time and was being difficult. How can you complain about Harley on the 1-year anniversary of Ganon's murder? This is what I'm saying. It's a different type of fucking evil, guys. It's a very different type of evil with Leticia. But Aunt Brenda, this is why, right, Rachel? This is why it. I don't know. I lost my words. Oh, this is what the issue I have with Aunt Brenda. Right here. This.
What are we going to do with her? That child's something else.
She's got
What are we going to do?
Oh.
I said that child's something else. Hey, yeah. So they're going to start your trial in March, they said?
No, that's just, the trial won't be till the fall. They do things different here.
Well, I know that, but...
Yeah, it won't be till the fall.
Man, that news reporter on TV, boy, I tell you what, he was on TV yesterday. I don't watch the news. But,
on your local news?
Yeah.
Mm.
It's always on local news down here.
Yeah. You know, that's what they're supposed to do. That's their job, though, you know?
Yeah, that's their job. That's their job. I'm not trying to
pray for them. That's their job, you know?
Yeah, that's their job.
Pray for them. Pray for them. All those people reporting on what I've done. Aunt Brenda, do you ever actually listen? Aunt Brenda, do you listen to what they're saying? Or are you still going to believe there's 5 other people with Al and the cartel involved and poor Tecia is innocent?
Robert's mom was on there.
That's surprising.
Well, not to hear her say.
Why you say that?
Well, she talked like Albert with her heart and soul and those kids.
That's Ganon's grandma. Who did an interview on the 1-year anniversary of Ganon's murder. And that's Aunt Brenda mocking her. And this is why I despise Aunt Brenda. What was she talking with emotion? Was she yelling? Was she all over the place? That's heartless. That's her grandbaby. Do you know that she slept in Ganon's bed where he was murdered unknowingly? Yeah, that's the grandma we're talking about. Because they didn't know it was a crime scene. They didn't know Ganon was murdered. All they knew was Ganon was missing. think about the blood evidence that was found in Ganon's room. Stabbed, blunt force trauma, shot. There was blood everywhere. That grandma slept in his bed, the same bed he was murdered in, up against the same wall that had blood spatter all over it. Right underneath her, the big puddle of blood that seeped down to the concrete, without any idea anything happened. So you're over here mocking her while she's doing the 1-year anniversary of his murder on television to his murderer. Not only are you mocking her, you're doing it to Ganon's murderer on the 1-year anniversary. That is twisted and evil.
Oh, like Albert with her heart and soul and those kids.
She talked about what?
She talked like they were her heart and soul.
It's kind of funny how all these people always did stuff, but I was the only one. Oh, no.
Well,
This should have been a dead giveaway to her family. Right here. That she was guilty. Because why, oh why, would Leticia be acting this way if she was innocent? It would be, I'm really, and I know grief hits differently, but something on the lines of, I'm just really missing Ganon today. And, I'm just heartbroken. And because you're innocent. How didn't they realize, oh, she's fucking guilty? Besides all the evidence stacked against her right here, this is not how somebody who did not kill their stepchild would act.
I was the only one. Oh, no.
well, you got to be able to prove it, though.
The proof I was the only one to do stuff? Oh, that's easily proved.
No, I'm sure hope it is, baby. It's going to be hard. If you watch here today, I'm going to be honest with you, Tisha Lynn, they're out to get you, baby, big time.
That's okay, but guess what? They're not. That's where the problem is when people start saying that's an obstacle or whatever. Then they're not truly believing in all power and authority has been given to Jesus Christ.
So you hear Aunt Brenda, I'll be honest, baby, and she whispers it. I'll be honest, baby. They're out to get you. Because the little bit that Aunt Brenda's hearing, they know she's fucked, okay? Because it isn't, Leticia's case was very unique in a lot of ways. And you guys saw me go through a lot of her Facebook posts from 2020 and what she was doing and the fake polygraph and the different statements and the interrogation with John Grusing. And there's so much. So when she was, especially on the 1-year anniversary, they had so much to go over on these news interviews and whatever it was that Aunt Brenda is hearing. And Aunt Brenda is just over here like, they're trying to nail. No, she did it to herself.
They're not truly believing in all power and authority has been given to Jesus Christ.
Well, we know that.
So as long as you know that and I know that, then that's
what counts.
Yeah, because that's where all power and authority is given to. I mean, when you think about it, Pilate found Jesus innocent, remember?
Yeah.
And it was the people who continued to do it, the people of opinion who let the prisoner go to take Jesus. And he warns you about it a lot in the Bible. You know, we know that. We grew up in it all of our lives. But
Yeah.
that's the thing, that I know that all power and authority has been given to him. It hasn't been given to the people. They may think they have it because we have a democracy, but that doesn't really mean anything, you know? And that's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to, like, you know, make things more dramatic and, you know, upplay the system. And it's just what...
Make things more dramatic. Hey, Deborah. Make things more dramatic. And yeah, comparing her case to Jesus. Always comparing herself to Jesus and the victim. Yep. I just don't understand how they believed her, you know, but you know what? I think this is a very interesting thing because it kind of makes the argument about love makes you blind. It really does. And there is a deep emotional connection with human to human, where when you have a bond with someone or your family or you love them, it can make you turn away from logic. You know what I mean? And that is very interesting to me. There is something that will like block your brain from seeing what's right in front of you because of the emotional connection you have to somebody. I'd like to look into that a little bit more. Because it's definitely a significant role here.
They're going to do, because that's the evil portion of it. But you know what the Bible says? The Bible tells us that if you even hate your brother, you're a murderer. If you even commit adultery, you're a murderer. It tells you that in 1 John.
You got booty.
Yeah, 3:15. So you don't supposed to persecute people and all that, because there's no sins of proportion, you know.
Hey, what kind of candy does Harley like? You know what, last night she made me feel bad.
What?
She never got nothing for Valentine's Day from nobody as far as Valentine's Day, like a guy or anything.
Yeah.
So, you know, and I was laughing and I said, you know, I'd never forget how Uncle Tommy would take your mama. It was our anniversary, and Tishalene and him would always go out to dinner.
Yeah.
I said that was one thing Tommy always made sure. Valentine's Day was his and Tishalene's day.
Yeah.
I don't care where he was at. That was his and Tishalene's day.
Yeah.
And and she says, you know what?
That's odd. Yeah, what a switch, right? But that's odd. That your husband on Valentine's Day is your and Tisha Lynn's day. It is. I mean, it's not weird that they have a close relationship, but it's weird that Valentine's Day wouldn't be for you and your husband. It would be for your husband and Leticia. Yes, Nana Banana.
Yeah.
And and she says, you know what? I never. And I said, well, baby, I don't know what to tell you. What I was going to do is I was going to get her some candy, but I need to know, do you know what kind's her favorite candy?
She likes Reese's, and then she likes she likes Reese's, but then she also likes these. She likes these chocolate balls, and they have like blueberry in the center.
Yeah, I know she likes them. I know she likes them because I bought her those.
Yeah, so that's mainly what she eats as far as chocolate goes.
Okay.
How are you thinking about this right now? What, like,
I wanted to, like I said, I want to get her some. I want to make sure she gets something for, yeah, you know.
See? I mean, I bought her some, but she's probably saying like Uncle Tommy did me like that. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, she's never had.
Did you say you bought her something, Tisha? When you have been making sure she doesn't spend $1 of that $70 of yours. You didn't spend my $70, right? You better not spend my $70. Don't spend my $70. Oh, I'm charging stuff to your account. Just take it out of my $70. It's a damn shame. You didn't appreciate that you had your child still here.
And that. She's never had that. And I said, yeah. I said, now, Uncle Tommy, she'd dress herself up and come down that hall. And, I mean, she'd be decked out and sit right under Tommy when they went out to eat. And I said, I never forget. Tommy said the waitress asked him what she wanted to eat. And he spoke up and said, I can order. And Tommy said that was the cutest thing when you said that. I can order.
Yeah.
And Tommy said she ordered her food. Yeah.
Good time.
Yeah. That seems like just yesterday.
I know.
Can you get any kind of photos, baby, pictures or anything?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Brenda, she's having fucking portraits being made. She's paying $10 a pop for Mickey and Minnie portraits. She's having Harley send in a really good photo of her so she could get it drawn. But she's supposed to be innocent, right? Innocent.
They got to be a certain size?
I don't know. Harley sent me some, so have her tell you because she looked it up.
Yeah, okay. Because I was going to send you a photo and stuff, just a couple of photos. I wasn't going to send you a lot, but I was going to.
Yeah, what about a photo of Ganon? Wouldn't you want to get a sketch done of G? Right? If you were innocent, you loved Ganon, right? You had an undeniable bond with Ganon. You had a code word with Ganon. You protected Ganon. Ganon knew about your pregnancy, right? You would still want to keep his face alive, right? Keep that memory of him. G was her favorite, right, Natasha? G was her favorite. But no, you don't want G. You want fucking Minnie and Mickey Mouse, or your fucking cellmate, or yourself. Yes, she did. Sunday. Yeah, she did.
Send you a couple of photos. But you should, like I said, I wrote it down, and it was on the 17th, and you should have got them books by now.
Yeah, I'll message them.
But the 17th was on a Sunday, too.
Yeah, so it's probably 18th. So they should be here today. I'll see if they come today then.
Yeah, there's three of them. I think you're gonna enjoy all three of them, really.
Because they just picked up. It could have been 2 they were waiting to pick up because they just picked up 6 books from me that I donated. So that might be what they had to do was wait to pick those up.
Well, and I was going to get you a couple more of those crossword books. Do you like those?
I like Sudoku.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You like those? Yeah, I like that game too.
Yeah,
Believe it or not.
I can do the medium.
I said, hey, Brenda, I said, yes, I do, darling. I said, I like doing stuff like that. I'm here at night by myself. What do you think I'd be doing? I mean, I got to do something or go crazy.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know about the crazy part, going crazy when you're sitting here.
Now,
guess what? You're not. But even if that were true, doesn't help your defense. You can legitimately go crazy the day after a murder. The only thing that matters was, were you sane at the time the murder occurred? No, it is not Crime Crochet Cafe. And that's why it's like, love makes you blind, or you're being willfully ignorant. A little bit of both. But there's something that, despite seeing straight black and white evidence in front of you, despite the behavior that is this is so beyond all of us to hear, like so beyond obvious to all of us looking in right now, there's something about her family that they don't see it. And it's interesting. And I do believe it makes you blind to an extent. But I wonder what that is. And I think that that is what makes the human unique, is that there are things that go beyond our understanding. And this connection of love and bond and that emotion will put blinders up. Thank you, Rebecca, for being a member for 5 months. Happy 5 months. Thank you so much for all of the support. It's very greatly appreciated. Thank you. Yeah, it's both. Yeah.
Listen, you get with your attorney when you talk to him again and ask if I need to go out there doing any of your court things. I just need to know ahead of time so I can get out there. If they need me there for anything, let me know ahead of time.
Yeah, I will.
And I can drive or fly out. It don't really matter to me.
Yeah, I will.
You know, so because I want to be there to support you and everything, but you got to let me know when I can go.
Yeah. Well, the thing in March is just basically nothing. Like, it's just them running their mouth about a bunch of nonsense that don't make sense.
Running their mouth about a bunch of nonsense that doesn't make sense. Again, even if you were innocent, this is like Ganon is murdered. Wouldn't you very, very desperately want his justice to be served and his truth? Right. And you know what? And that's a great example, Rachel or Rochelle, and I apologize. I'm not sure which way to pronounce it. But think about Jim Jones, right? And drinking of the Kool-Aid. There's something that happens when a human gets emotionally attached where they will not see something for what it is. Inject your children with cyanide and then drink this Kool-Aid yourself. Where have you ever listened to the Jim Jones tapes and recordings of when he's telling them to inject your loved one, like your children, with cyanide, get the kids first, and then drink. We got to all go together. It was terrifying and haunting and on such a different level, because yes, there were people that were like, whoa, what's up? But most were like, yes, okay. And it's like, what happens there? That on a human, their emotions take the forefront so much that they cannot see something right in front of their eyes. And thank you, Samantha Lewis, for being a member for 4 months. Awesome. I love this chat. And you, MJ, thank you so much, Samantha. We're very happy to have you here. Thank you so much for 4 months of support. Oh, wow. And it's Michelle with an R. Rochelle. Oh, wow, Rochelle. Yeah, And she also gave herself away when she chuckled when Agent Grusing told her Ganon was murdered. Her reaction was gross. Yes. Yes. I'd like to go over the Grusing interrogation the day she was arrested again, because I had to pull it down back when like I deleted a bunch of my content because I was nervous about getting hit for reused content. But that interrogation was so telling. There were so many, just observing it from the outside, like it's just so interesting to me. And I'd love to go over it again if anybody would want to. Maybe not everybody was here. I know a lot were here at the time, but I'd totally be down to go over it again. Yeah, Bellis? Yes, chicken shit. I love Grusing too, Sunday. Grusing is epic. Epic. Oh, yeah, I know. They are blue. You know, everything about that cult, and it exists even on a very small level. And it's, I don't know, like the human brain is beyond our comprehension, but it's very fascinating and intriguing the way it works. Okay, Roro. Okay, I'd love to. Yeah, we should.
So that's all that'd be.
Well, you know, like I said, but I mean, when it's time for me to go, or your mom or anything like that, you got to let us know ahead
I
of time.
don't want my mom or nobody to go but you.
I don't want my mom. I don't want. Nope. Unless they are undeniably believing I am innocent and sending me money and telling me what I want to hear, I want no relationship. So, hi, no malicious. Not only does Leticia refuse to have that relationship with her mom, but she also makes sure Harley does not have a relationship with her grandma, as if she wasn't cut off from the only family that she's known. The few that she did have, Leticia made sure to sabotage those relationships too.
Well, yeah, well, you just let us know ahead of time so we can make arrangements. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get Harley some candy for Valentine's Day, and
Yeah. Alrighty then. I'm sorry, Chloe. She said you're going down there. She said you're going down there Sunday to hang out or something.
Yeah, I'm going to go down Sunday and hang out a little bit with her. And the book I ordered you was Mary Higgins Clark. It's Mary Higgins Clark, Children's Murder, and James Patterson, 20 Victims, and that John Grissom, the associate.
Okay.
That's perfect, because Ganon will never be able to read a book. Ganon never will be able to fall in love. Ganon will never experience prom. Ganon will never experience his first kiss. Ganon will never experience having a kid of his own. And I'll never forget Leticia saying that on the pretext calls. Oh God, sorry, it gets me so emotional. But she said to Al, she flipped the script on Al and said, "You're horrible for thinking he's dead." Ganon, I don't know if like a little project, made a box for his future son. And Leticia flipped it on Al like, "I will never lose hope. How dare you? How dare you lose faith? He is still alive. He is still." This is when Al had, do you know how hard it must have been for Al to have to come to terms with his son is most likely not alive? And she fucked with him on the worst level. And she said, "How dare you think he's no longer here? I still have that box, and Ganon is going to give that box to his son one day. How dare you not think he's here?" Full well knowing what she's done. Ganon will never have a son to give that box to, because you took everything from him. Everything. Horrific, Harley. Horrific.
It's what I ordered you.
All right, good. Did you ever finish his other book?
Yeah, and they were, the appeal. And
Yeah,
they were
good.
delivered January the 17th.
Okay, cool. All
And
right.
then you have one that's in back order. It won't be there till March. So, James
What is that
Patterson, 20 victims.
Okay, I got you. All right, cool.
That'll be March the 2nd.
Okay, cool.
But you should be getting them 3 books. I don't know how many they'll let you have.
Yeah, I donate, so that's why I have to donate them so I can get so many. You see what I'm saying? So they came and picked up 6 today, so that might be what they were waiting on.
Did you get a book from me? President is Missing, a novel.
Yeah, I read that one. That was good.
Was that Bill Clinton?
Yeah,
Was it
that
good?
was really good. Yes.
Okay, yeah. Okay, here's all the books I ordered you.
Yeah,
So I can keep up with them.
Really good.
But anyway, I'm going to try to order you a couple more books so you won't get behind on
Jesus.
anything.
How many
And then
books?
Harley says she'll help you do that FaceTime thing whenever you get down there.
Yeah, I figured she could help me Sunday.
Okay.
We're going to go out to eat.
Tecia didn't even get the 5 books yet that's been delivered. And she's already loading her up with more. Holy like that's a lot of money, guys.
She's wanting to take me somewhere to look at something, so we're just going to hang out a little bit. But I love you, baby, and I miss you, and I pray for you every night and every day.
All right, you too, Brenda. Love you. Talk to you soon.
All right,
Okay.
bye, baby.
Bye.
So that was the call on the 1-year anniversary of Ganon's murder. No emotion, no remorse. Well, actually, no, we do see emotion, just not the emotion you would anticipate to see. Laughing and mocking Ganon's biological grandma, saying all these people, they weren't here. You care now, you weren't here. It was so beyond obvious. And this is what's so concerning, is that she had so much hate and disdain for Ganon. So much hate and disdain for Ganon. She couldn't even pretend to care. Her life is on the line. For such a liar, now would be the time to put on the performance, right? Yet she had so much hate and disdain in her heart for Ganon. She could not even pretend to care. She could not even pretend to be sad. That if you were innocent, would you not be heartbroken on this day? So it's not even, she got so filled with rage and she snapped on Ganon. And then after that rage settled down, she felt remorseful. Oh my God, what did I do? All of my emotions, I snapped. It was a crime of passion. No. This disdain and hate for Ganon remains to this day. What is wrong with her? I don't know. But it's terrifying thinking of what Ganon must have went through as he was alive. And I'm just thankful that baby boy could never be hurt again. But, all right, guys, thank you for being here with me. We will have one more call to do. Maybe I'll hop on tomorrow and do like a mid-afternoon one, and we'll finish out that last call for January. It's going to be January 30th, so 3 days after this call, with Aunt Brenda again. And so maybe we'll hop on tomorrow afternoon and just get that done. But thank you all so much for being here. You guys are absolutely amazing. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much to my mods, and thank you, Harley, for sticking it out. And hold your babies close, hold your loved ones, cherish, appreciate what you have. Fuck Leticia, sorry, but it's the truth. And I hope you all have an amazing night, and I will see you all tomorrow.